Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about a platform called as Connected Papers. So this video is a part of a series called as AI Tools for Research, so where I have covered multiple tools similar to Connected Papers. So in today's video, we'll explore what is Connected Papers and how it can be useful for finding and exploring academic papers. So as it is given here, like Connected Papers can is a visualization tool technically, so which helps you to visualize your literature and find papers that are not commonly found in all the search engines. So the most common search engines as of now, like where people mostly use is Google Scholar, and where all articles are connected. So sometimes we get the similar paper when we search it. So these platforms helps us to find papers which are not seen in Google Scholars because they use a different algorithm to find and search papers. So might be that, like even not might, like even I have used and experienced it, that we get a different search results for the same keywords that I do use it in the previous things. Thank God that there are some platforms like this, and previously these were not available. Let's go and explore what is there in the Connected Papers. So I'm going to click on it, and then yes, so you go to any search platform and then type Connected Papers, and this would be the first site that would come. So where www.connectedpapers.com. So if you found it as .app or something, please do not click on it. And then this is the only site that they have having it. So when we open it, um, there are multiple options for login. So either you can connect with your email, like you can sign up with your email, or you can connect with your Google account, or if you have an .edu account, like if you have an institutional email ID, you can also connect with this. And then if you say about the pricing, so I have also covered a few platforms where we have free applications. So similarly, this Connected Paper also gives you a free options where you would be able to build 5 graphs per month. So you will be able to build 5 graphs with your search results. And if you could go deeper, like about their pricing and plans, you would need that. In they have say they don't limit the number of features that you can use it in a graph, but they limit the number of the graphs that can be built to just 5 graphs per month. But if you take an academic version, you can build unlimited graphs. And then if you have a business, there is a different amount. So, and here they have given like what are the priorities and what are your frequently asked questions. In one of the frequently asked questions, which I actually like about them, is can I use it for free? They said yes, they can use it for free. And 5 Connected Papers graphs is free every month. Is, I think it is a decent one. Like maybe when you start working on a project or on a topic, maybe you will be required to build more than 5 graphs. But I think over the go, like five is even enough for anybody who is started working on a project, who just wanted to stay up on the literature. And it also covers why should I upgrade and what are the difference between academic and this thing. So how are different plans different from, okay, these are all. So here is one important thing. I need a premium plan, but I cannot afford it. So there are multiple cases that you will not be able to afford it. So what they have done is they said, like, if you really do not if for those researchers truly cannot afford Connected Papers, sometimes your scholarship is over or you are in the beginning of a fund where you have not received a fund. So there can be multiple situations for a researchers where you really do not have enough fund to afford this. So what they have done is they have offered a scholarship program team. So which means that you can email them in this email ID scholarships.connectedpapers.com. So somebody will respond you and they would give you a discounted or a premium plan, so depending on what you have. So technically they come forward to help out people, like if they are not able to afford it. And please do not, if you are able to afford it or if your scholarship does have a plan to subscribe all these and you think you can afford it, please do not use this. And these are really for the people who cannot afford it. So I think, like this was a very important information that I did not see in the other platforms. So I think, like if I thought this is very important for someone to know. So who is the team? So this is like this was also one curious one, who built this Connected Papers. So these were four group of friends. They said, like they own built it on their own to solve their own problems. Thanks for them that they have also solved much of our problem. So and if you have any questions, you can still write up to them. And these are some feedbacks. So let's directly go deep dive into it. I have logged in. I've used my Google account and I have logged in it. And if you go to our if we click our icon, we could see that graphs per month is 5. So because of this, I have not built up any graph. So this is the first time I'm using these connected papers, because I do not wanted to get this 5 graphs expired, so that I'm not able to do a video. So I think, like, I may not be so familiar with the features, but let's try and explore, since I have used the other platforms like Research Rabbit, Skylet, and then lens.com. So I think this would be an easy and to find a similar features. Sometimes the video would be lengthy. Please be here to know the good features, because if you wanted to build only 5 graphs, and you keep do a trial and error method, you might get exhausted with the 5 graphs. So please listen it. Yes. So it just directly says you can use a keyword, paper title, DOE, or any other identifier. Yes, we have seen it that we can do this. So let me type a keyword that is very easy. So, like, I will type here as metal organic frameworks. Let me type covalent organic framework. So these are the new topics. I have never seen this suggestions in any of the other platforms. So I think this is a very good thing, like, to suggest, but it also gives me the paper that I do not want at it. So I think that it pulls up from the database. So I'm going to like covalent organic framework. Since I have only limited option to build it, I'm going to give a detail. So covalent organic frameworks in biomedical application. Let's see. Like, I want to be more specifics. Cancer drug delivery. I'll remove this application. So covalent organic frameworks in cancer drug delivery. Drug delivery is one wide topic, and cancer drug delivery is a different. So here it shows me, see all paper suggestion for, okay, I'm clicking on it, showing papers, hold control by clicking on the paper to build in a background. So that's an important feature. So they also give this, I think they have thoughtful, like they have giving tips while we do it. It's taking a bit longer. Wait, let's see, am I stuck? The Yes, we have got the search results. So let's say, like, I have given it a little more specific to be like good. And this search is powered by Schematic Scholar. So it pulls up all metadata from Schematic Scholar. So, and it gives the title of the paper, and it gives the author details. It gives me the journal, and it has been published, citations and references. Beautiful. So we can save it. I think we have to log in to save it. Yes, I have logged in already. It got logged out somehow. Let me re-log in faster. Yes. So we can just save it. I think we have to, once we click, we can build a graph. So let me see, what is this connected paper, schematic scholar, publisher page. Okay. So I think can directly go to the page to read it. If I wanted to go to the connected papers, I can click here. Let's click and see, like, what does it happen. So when I click on connected papers, it opened in the connected paper. Beautiful. And if I go to schematic scholar, I think it opens a schematic scholar link. Okay, beautiful. And if I click a DOE, it must go to chemistry select. Yes, it beautiful. If I click it Google Scholar, oh, it not just pulls out the results, but also gives a link to beautiful the other things. So I think we will have it. So let me select like this article. It seems to be like 5 citations into the, and then it has got 118 references, 0 references, 21 preprint. Okay, I think this is a better mm, paper, because it has got 128 citations. As I have clearly mentioned, whenever you look at a paper, we'll have to look at 5 things. So one is the title of the paper. So one is the title of the paper. Second is the list of authors, like if you are familiar with the list of authors, or if you're looking at some persons like some well-known, well-established professor or a group, then you should be looking at the authors. The third is the, I think, the journal. So is the journal interest to you, or it is connected to your paper? Let's say like I am writing something called as cancer research, so it should be related to, if the journal is more related to like drug delivery, then it is a better work. If I'm, then the work seems to be in your line. Let's say like for a cancer drug, it has been published in some material science journal, so they have concentrated on a material science part. That is why it has been published in the material science journal. So things are like that. So you should be aware in which journals you are technically looking for, or based on your work. So, and then the citation is fourth one, and then the number of references. I think these are the five important features that someone should be looking whenever someone looks at a paper in such kind of an platform. And then so we would be having these added to our, this added to our results. Maybe I'll click it. Okay, it has been saved. I think it is going to build a graph in the background. That's what it said. So, recent progress in nanoscale covalent organics for cancer diagnosis and therapy. Let me save it. I clicked the save. Also, I just pressed go. This one, I think ACS Biomaterial Science, and this is a good. Though it doesn't have citations, I think it is near to a biomaterial science engineering journal. So I think I'm interested. So, and it has been published in 2024. So it is very unlikely for the. Okay, so this is a recent one. So I think we have selected some 5 6 article. Let me go and load more and see what does it happen. Yes. Okay. I think this is a review paper. Let me see. I'm just holding it. I just pressed control and selected it. So it did build up a paper here. Let's come back to it later. So I would save it. I would save this. I think for cancer therapies, yes, 2019 106 citations. I think yes, we are done. Let me. When how do I build a graph then? Let me open this. Okay. Oh, it is building a graph based on all of the papers, I think, because I just clicked the one article and it says like science map software tools review articles. Oh, these are the other examples they have given. How did they build a graph? Beautiful. It takes a while to build a graph. Yes, thank God it came. So I think we have got the papers in what we wanted. Yes. So when we click a paper, it shows here the in details, and then yes, 2019 paper. You could see here that yes, we could see here that this is the author name, and here we have the author name and 2019 and 2019, and I think the abstract of the paper is here. So whenever we click on a paper, it has been highlighted here in the purple circle, purple I guess. So that is good. Let me select the other one. Yes. Oh, the original paper is here. Yes, this is the original paper, and whichever paper I select has been highlighted with the other paper, and it shows me how it is connected with the other paper. And whenever I'm going here, I could see the okay, okay. So it is giving me papers like this, and I think I can do it. So the darker the circle, more recent it is. Lighter the circle, the more late it is. So this is beautiful. And then if I give it comes to the center, I think we can zoom it also and see how does it is connected. So maybe many of you are wondering by looking at the connection what I can do. So if I zoom in, you see that the paper, this has been connected to this, which means this has been cited by this. So someone has followed up this work and created this work, and someone has followed up this work, and then let's say like someone has followed this work and then created the latest work of 2020-23. So this is how the original information has been transferred into some other better information. That better information has been transferred into a much more better information. So sometimes we'll be reading a 2019 paper and we might think that, okay, this is the drawback, or this is the research gap, and I wanted to develop it. But people have already developed sometimes, like, we often face it like two people think on the same direction, and it is very uncommon in a research group, like, though two papers submit the same paper to the same journal, but still, like, to be stay updated and to be stay connected of what is actually done is very important. So these connections help you to build this graph. Like, that's what the information that they got it from 2019 paper, which is our original paper, and then they have used this as a reference and created some other new information or new discoveries, and these people have created much more new discoveries. And then we could say that the color of the graph says the how recent it is, and the size of the graph says the how many citations it has got. More bigger citation, the more popular the journal is. Let's say, like, this paper has got 1471 citations, which is a very good. So which means, like, this is a very interesting article to read. So maybe you can have it. We'll have it, and then we'll say open a graph. I think I have created one more graph. Okay, so now I'll have it a list view. Oh, so now the our literatures are being selected with the list view. Okay, similarities with origin. So this is the first paper. So this is our origin paper. It is similar. Okay, this is a very interesting information. It just gives the similarity percentage. What is the similarity percentage of their work? I do not know how do they map it, either with the keywords or with the abstract. So it is wonderful. I think we can also be we should be able to download this in the form of, I'm not sure what is the format in which it is being there. Let me open in a notepad. Always. Gas. Oh, I do not know. Let me see and open this information in the Word file and see. I think this can be opened in a text file or something. I do not know in which format it does open, but we can have a list view of the same results. And then okay, how many PDFs are available? Suppose it gives you, like, if it has an open source and there are PDFs available connected with these papers, how many are there and what are there, and what are the open source articles and what are the codes available. Okay, and you can filter by year and find in the list. That is beautiful. I think, let's say, like, and then I apply open source code available, and then I apply. It should be a lesser one. Yes, I have applied two filters. Graph version. Okay, I don't know what is this. Okay, this rebuilds the graph, I think. Oh, every time I think the graph has been made new. I think the latest graph is in May 2024. I think the previous version is in March 1 2024. Previous version was in Jan. I think for every 3 months the graph is being getting updated, connected with each paper. So I think if you do not want to have a latest information, like if I'm going to avoid 2024 and then just 3 months, then this 3 months would be the just published papers. If you wanted to go 1 year back also, it does have. That is all. That is a beautiful feature, like, good one. So let's say, like, what is derivative work? So it gives you something called as derivative work also. So these papers that are cited, many of the papers in the graph. Okay, so this is the second derivative, which means, like, there are papers here and some. So now this has been connected to the original paper. Now I wanted to include whole of these paper, and whole of these paper should be taken as a search point, and then whatever article has cited these articles should be given to me. I need the list of these. So I'm going to take, I think these are, they're called as derivative works. Okay, This usually means that they are either survey of the field or recent relevant works. Okay, so and then it gives me the list of papers. I think I can download these also. That is good. I think this is downloadable in the I mean the notepad file. And the prior work gives you these papers were most commonly cited by the papers in the graph. Okay. So to the prior works, what it happens is there are list of papers here which is connected to the original paper, and what will happen is to the prior work, these articles would have cited some articles. So that is being listed given in the prior work. That is good. I think yes. Let's say like uh, add to origin. Okay, now I have got only one article. Now if I wanted to have more than one article as the origin paper, I think like I will also have this article and then add it to the origin article. Let's say like my server is building, I have built almost like 3 graphs. Let me see. Let's find it on fill 5 graphs. Oh, it says like I have built 4 out of 5 graphs. I just have one more graph left. Beautiful. Okay, it's building up. Let's see what does it gives. I just have one more graph to left out. Maybe I think we should open up this. Oh, okay. You have used 5 out of 5 graphs, and this I have to buy it. Okay, I'm closing this window, and here, okay. Let's say like in this, yes. When I have added an paper to the article, now it has collected both of these articles as the original article or origin. So and this is the starting point where the search happens. So now the all other papers which we see are related to these two papers. Yes, I think like this is more, and then we can see these graph in the full screen. Okay, I press escape, they should go, and then I can download the graph. I think yes, this has been downloadable, but it is in a word file format. I think this is in a picture format and my computer is not recognizing it. I can share the graph also with different people. Okay, it gives me the link to share. So I think on the whole, it takes two paper and then finds out the related articles. I think like this is very good for finding out the related articles. There are some there are some restrictions to operate amongst it, but I think the papers they collect are very genuine and very relevant, and they have got the prior works and derivative works which not most of the platforms gives. The list view is very good, like we can download it. So this is very important to maintain a multiple excel sheets or a word platform, a word file where you would collect all your literatures and keep it. So this is also one important thing. Like all other platform, I think we can use filters like what are the PDF options available, like if the paper has got PDF or if it has got open access. So these things can be done completely. I think this is an wonderful feature. I think this should work. So on the whole, the connected papers works and finds out literature regarding the papers. I think like now we can add multiple papers as the origin paper and search as a result, or you can take one paper and then follow up on the multiple. So the prior works and derivative works are the one good features. So these are the pros or the advantages of this. The and you have got a list view, and this is the third advantage. So the first advantage being like it has got prior works. Second advantage being like it can be derivative works. You have got list views where you can do a list and then find it out. We have got filters to find out what are the these are the positives. So we can have what are the different PDF versions or the other one, and then I think we can download the paper, and choosing multiple origin paper is not possible in the first one, but later on we can add, but adding on each paper builds you a new graph. So I think this is a feature, but it has got a limitations. So I would give -1 marks, and for the plus there are like 5 positives. And then so positives are 5, negatives I would say like there is 1. And then these are good to visualize it, and there is only one kind of a view, not a multiple. So I think on the whole, like, it has got plus 3 marks, and it is very useful to find the right articles. That is very important than the visualization. And it is very important to find the prior and derivative works. That is also very important. So on the whole, I would say like this is a good platform, and it would save a lot of time for us. Like, I think like one of the platforms similar to this has conducted an survey, and then they found like a researcher can at least uh, spend less time for the literature search, like doing on this. Like, they would be able to save at least of 40 minutes per day during their research work, because they'll be to find one paper instead of finding multiple platform and then finding the right article. These kind of a platforms helps you to avoid the classical ways and save you more time and concentrate better on your results or on the work life balance. I think Connected Paper serves its purpose. It is a good platform. Thank you all for listening. See you all in the next video. Thank you.